Hello and welcome to your November 2021 TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. It's always such a pleasure and an honor to be here with you and to give you a little bit of insight and guidance into the month ahead. So TarotScopes are something that I do once a month, and I do release it the last Friday of the month is when you can expect your TarotScopes, and the videos remain open to you throughout the entire month and even thereafter. TarotScopes are recorded individually for each sign of the zodiac, and I do set the intention that they be applicable and appropriate for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So if you know what those are, you're welcome to watch those videos as well to get additional insight and guidance. So TarotScopes, basically what we look at doing is we look at getting a little bit of information around all sorts of areas of your life, just to sort of give you an indication of the energy of what's happening, what you can expect, so that you know if you're planning anything, or if anything, if there's something that you're looking at doing or looking at implementing, when is the right time to be doing that. So we do have a quick little peek in at your emotional self, your financial self, your health and well-being, as well as what to look out for and what to be careful of, or what to look forward to for the month ahead. I do work with a combination of tarot and oracle. So we do the oracle card to give us the kind of overall energy for the month, and then we use tarot to get specifics for each of the different areas that we're looking into. And as I said, these are recorded to just help you navigate whatever's going on in your life. So if you find yourself during the month worrying about something, concerned around something, nervous about something, come back to your TarotScope. Come back to TarotScope and have a look, because there may be something in it that will just help you on making the best decision, the right decision for you at that time. So I have changed my video schedule. I used to do a daily tarot readings every single day to give you guidance. Unfortunately, I've had to stop that for now, purely because it's silly season, which means that my diary is jam-packed full of appointments, and I just don't have the time to record videos each day. So at the moment, I'm giving you a week ahead reading on a Sunday. So Sunday morning, 8 a.m. South African time, 8 a.m., 9 a.m.-ish South African time, you will have a week ahead detailed reading to give you the idea, the energy for the week ahead. And then every Friday, I give you some other interesting content. It's normally a pick a card, unless it's the last Friday of the month, in which case it's TarotScopes. So friends, I am also busy recording at the moment the 2022 year ahead video readings that have been ordered. And OMG, I was completely overwhelmed with how many of you booked with me, so thank you so much for that. So I am starting to record those on the beginning of November, and that's going to keep me very, very busy. So I'm so looking forward to doing that. And yeah, to my YouTube channel members, a huge big thank you to each one of you. I do so value and appreciate your time, your energy, and the fact that you connect with me every single week. And for those of you on the top 2 tiers, every Wednesday we do live readings where you get to ask questions and I get to give you detailed answers, and it is always such fun. So if you are thinking about joining and wanting to connect with me and get readings on a weekly basis, do consider clicking that join button right down there. All right, friends, we're going to start off with your reading, and I do hope that you enjoy. If you do, please do remember to give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. Okay, Libra. So as you can see, I have shuffled and laid out some cards on the table. These are the cards that we're going to be working with to get your reading and to get your insight. We're going to start with this card over here, which is going to give you the theme for the month ahead. So let's have a look, Libra. What is the theme for the entire month? And we have got healing chaos. It's actually, I'm always so surprised at how often this particular card comes up when I use this deck. Which is always to me an indication of kind of, if I can say, the state of the world, the state of where we are at. And healing chaos is not so much about the chaos aspect as it is about the healing aspect. And Libra, this is exactly your theme for the month of November. It is about just sort of finding peace amongst the chaos, resolving chaos, and understanding the chaos. Okay. So if we just bring the card a little bit closer, I want you to see we've got this tornado happening, and we know that tornadoes bring out all sorts of crazy tragedy and destruction and all of that. But look what this particular volcano, listen to me, tornado is bringing up. It's actually bringing up butterflies, and butterflies are the symbol of change and transformation. Butterflies are the sign that, you know, we all have to evolve and we have to become something different, something better. Okay, so healing chaos as a theme is really saying to you that you have been through a difficult period. There's been all sorts of things going on, things that maybe you didn't fully understand or didn't fully acknowledge even in your own life. And during the month of November, we're going to understand it, we're going to be okay with it, and it's actually going to be quite transformative in a positive sense. All right, so Libra, that is the theme. I will incorporate that into the rest of the reading. We've got two different tarot decks on the table. We're going to go through these ones first. And the first one we're going to look at is your emotional, the energy around your emotions for the month of November. So on an emotional level, what can you expect in the month of November? And we have the beautiful Ace of Cups. So immediately, you know, you can't look at all those smiling faces and not smile back at them. Let's actually bring it forward. So we've got a couple of kids, I'm going to call them little girls, who have obviously just participated in some kind of a swimming competition. They're all wearing the same color, which means that they're from the same team, and look, they're holding the trophy. So the teamwork has made the dream work. And from an emotional level, I do think this is basically saying to you that during the month of November, you can expect to experience a lot of those kind of moments, a lot of those kind of, I'm going to call it small victories, okay? But each of the small victories on an emotional level is helping you towards healing the chaos, helping you towards healing the big picture, the big scenario, the big situation. But it's also about recognizing that you actually can't do this on your own. All right. It is about connecting with, working with, being with like-minded individuals, whatever that means for you, whether that is a romantic partner, family, friends, work colleagues, whatever it is. But you're not going to win the race on your own. It is about collaboration, it is about teamwork. And from an emotional point of view, we don't want to be on our own, okay? And Libra, for you for the month of November, it really is just about connecting with the people that you resonate with, the people who have the same strengths, talents, and abilities as you do. And if we work together, you know, it's amazing and actually quite remarkable what you'd actually be able to achieve. So heal the chaos by connecting and just being emotionally open and vulnerable with the people in your life. All right. So Libra, we're now going to move on to our next one. And this is going to give you the energy around your finances, money, career during the month of November. Let's have a look and see what we've got. She's going to bring it up. Again, I love this deck. The artwork is just so amazing. So here we have this conductor lady. I love the big sunflower in her hair, and she is like putting on her best show. So here we have her orchestra. We've even got paparazzi. We've got fireworks happening. There's all sorts of things happening. And you know what? She is loving center stage. She is loving the show that she's putting on. And she is giving her absolute best performance. The card is the Queen of Wands, as we can see down the bottom here. So it's not about the people in the audience. It's not about the paparazzi. But what it is, it's about her. Okay, so let's just put her down there for a second. So Libra, from a money, finance, career point of view, again, there's similar vibe coming through. And it's quite interesting, the vibe that we've got happening here, considering we are healing the chaos, considering that we are getting to that point of understanding, that point of transformation. And I think this is saying to you during the month of November, it's time to step up to the plate. It's time to step up and put on the performance of a lifetime. Okay, you are well ready. Your orchestra, your support people, if I may put it that way, they are all ready, prepped, and prepared to support you, to hear you, follow you, do what you're instructing them to do. So this is really Spirit saying to you for the month of November, it's time for you to put everything that you've been preparing for into action, into work, so that you can have the celebrations, the successes, and the happiness. But it's also to allow the transformation, to allow the change. And sometimes we have to have the tornado. Sometimes we have to have that chaos in order to get rid of the old, to get rid of the uncomfortable, so that you can have success. And this Queen of Wands, she's definitely telling you success is yours, okay, this month. But it's time that you step up. It's time that you perform. All right. I actually quite like that. I really do. I actually quite like that. Okay. Um, Now we're going to have a look at, with this one over here, we're going to look at your health and well-being. So from a physical point of view, all right, taking care of your physical, what is the energy and what do you need to be aware of? Let's have a look. So, oh, second queen. Again, there's a theme developing. And you know what? Just to explain queen energy when it comes to tarot, queen energy is about nurturing. It's about mother. It's about taking care of. It's about being there and always putting other people's needs, wants, and desires first. Because that's what queens do. They are the center of the community. They're always doing the charity work, taking care of others, making sure that everybody else's needs, wants, and desires are met. And what we need to understand, the fact that you've got the two queens that have come through, it is saying it's about nurturing not only the others, but it is also about nurturing yourself. Okay. So on a physical level, the card that we have here is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is this lady sitting in the back here, not this lady that's come to in front of her here. It's this lady here with this huge, big, gorgeous smile on her face. Isn't she lovely? And she's got her loyal companion dog. The dog's got a bowl of water. Everybody's happy. But what there is here is sharing, community, understanding, and most importantly, compassion. Okay, that's what we get in this particular cup. And I do, in this particular cup, listen to me, in this particular card. All right, so Libra, I do think this is Spirit saying to you, on a physical health and wellness point of view, you need to start taking better care of yourself. All right, in the month of November, because again, we're healing chaos. All right, we are healing the chaos. Um, and this is really Spirit saying to you that you have probably spent the last couple of months making sure that everybody else was taking care of themselves, helping everybody else to be better, to be healthier, to be stronger, to exercise more, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. But now it's time that you actually started taking better care of you. It's time that you started sharing. I almost want to say taking your own advice, sharing your advice and listening to it and taking it on for yourself. Because the Queen of Cups is telling you self-nurture is the most important thing, especially when it comes to you, when it comes to your wellness, your well-being. And we've got celebration, success, achievement, accomplishment across all three of these. Because even here, what she's doing is she's sharing what she has and she's offering it to somebody who is probably a little bit worse off than she is. And she does it with so much compassion, with so much love and so much understanding. And here she is putting on her best show. She knows that it's not only about her, it is about the members in the orchestra, but she's sharing that, and she also recognizes the role that she plays. And Libra, this is you, okay? Recognizing the role that you play, recognizing how much you give to other people, and recognizing that it's time to start putting you first. Putting you first. And by doing that doesn't mean that you are ignoring or disconnecting from the people in your life, the significant people in your life. But it is about finding that balance between what you give and what you do for self. And that is all part of the healing chaos. That is all part of understanding life better. Okay. We have got two cards left across the bottom here, Libra, and these two are from a completely different tarot deck, which means that these three cards get an opportunity to come through again if their message is that important and that significant. We've got two questions that we're asking here. So we've looked at your emotions, we've looked at your money, work, and career, and now we've looked at your physical health and well-being. So now what we're going to look at is, what does Spirit want you to embrace during the month of November, and what does Spirit want you to be careful of or mindful of during the month of November, while always focusing on healing the chaos and coming out of it healthier, better, stronger, more successful, etc. So let's see, what do you need to embrace during the month of November? If I can turn the card over. So we have a major arcana card, and it is the card of the moon. So the moon is about shadows, cycles, intuition, understanding. Okay, and Spirit's saying that they want you to embrace this. Basically, what this means is that you may not always know everything before you get involved, before you start, before you do what you need to do. You may need to go into things blindly. And again, when that tornado was coming, we don't necessarily know the impact it's going to have, but it doesn't mean that we can just ignore it and pretend it's not there. We have to look at it. We have to deal with it. We have to face it. We have to challenge it. And the moon card is also about saying, recognizing the cycles in your own life, the cycles of good, the cycles of bad, and that, understanding that the wheel just keeps turning, the moon keeps circling, and going around and changing every 28 days. The moon goes its entire cycle, and that is the change is the constant. All right, and this is what you need to embrace, is that even if when dealing with any of this, even if you don't know all the facts, figures, even if you don't know exactly how it's going to work out, still give it your all, still absolutely 100% participate. Recognize your own insecurities, your own fears, your own doubts, and your own intuitions. Recognize all of them, but don't allow them, or the fear of failure or the fear of rejection, to stop you from putting on the best performance of your life. Okay, I actually like that too. And Libra, let's have a look and see this one, which is something that you need to be mindful of or careful of during the month. So this is telling you, don't let your fears and insecurities stop you from achieving the success, the happiness that you need. But let's have a look and see, what should you be careful of or mindful of? And what we've got here is the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is a minor arcana card, and might be difficult to see on camera. So let me bring it up a little bit closer. I want you to see what's in his hand. He holds the world in his hand. He holds the globe in his hand, which means exactly that. Okay, opportunities are endless. Opportunities are everywhere. And I've broken my camera. Get the camera back into focus. There we go. So what this card is basically saying to you, it's time for decisions. It's time for action. It's time to decide what next. But this is in the position of what to be careful of or what to be mindful of during the month of November. So Libra, what this is saying to you is, don't be so quick to make major changes in your life, because I think the changes have already happened. What we need to do is to allow these changes to settle, to become comfortable, to become easier, to become more doable. So don't be so quick to make changes, even though opportunities for change are all around you. Let's let the previous changes settle. All right. So this is something to be careful of. Even though you have the world in your hands, even though you have a lot of opportunity around you, doesn't mean that you have to make those decisions and changes now. You can be aware of them, you can give them thought, you can think about it, you can analyze it, you can do all of that stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to act on it now, because we're still waiting for previous changes, previous cycles to sort of settle a little bit, and we still have a couple of things that we need to complete each of those. All right. So Libra, this seems to be quite an interesting month for you. I am going to say an easy month for you as well. All right. I certainly don't think it's going to be overly complicated or anything like that. But this is definitely Spirit saying, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to be working on. You know what it is that you're processing at the moment. And it's also just to add in, let's acknowledge how difficult the past has been. Let's acknowledge all the chaos and the conflict and the change, the evolution that you've been going through, and recognize that it's maybe we're on the tail end of it. Okay, it's maybe not complete, but on an emotional level, it's time to connect with others. It's time to work with others in celebrating and achieving your goals, your dreams, and your ambitions. But put on a show of your lifetime. Put it, like, really just put your all into it, and recognize that it's time to start taking better care of you and not just always taking care of others. All right, Libra, I do hope November is an easy one for you. I do hope it's simple, and I do hope that you get through it with this kind of smile on your face, because those three, all of them have got these beautiful, massive, happy smiles on their faces. And I hope that's how you come out of the month of November. And as always, Libra, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.